Every day we speak, listen, and translate, not just between languages, but between selves.
Sweaty hands, racing heartbeat, mind shutting down, nervous, embarrassed, ashamed. Many people who speak English as a second language are familiar with those experiences. As a licensed mental health therapist, and I think to build a society that values and celebrates diversity, it's important to understand foreign language anxiety.
For many international students in Australia, English is more than a tool. It's a daily test of confidence, identity, and belonging. This is a story about what it feels like to live between two languages. For some students, the first challenge appears in the space where speaking feels expected, the classroom. This is where silence often begins. Yuqin, a postgraduate student, knows answers in class, but often stays.
其实我在上课的时候不太会主动的回答老师的问题，大部分时候哪怕心里有答案，也会比较犹豫，就会觉得主要是一个害怕出错，然后还有一个就是怕回答不好的话，就是同学可能会笑话我，就是总会觉得自己的面子好像比回答这个问题更重要一点。国内上学上本科和现在留学念硕士这两个国家之间，不同的这个教育体系让我自己感受还是挺明显的。就是在本科的时候，我们包括可能更之前的学术环境，都让我们觉得，中国人比较讲究一种完美，或者说是你得先思考，然后再开口。你要想想你说的话会不会说错，这个话说出来是不是会冒犯到别人。就我们可能会思考的很多，以至于可能错过了一些比较及时的开口的机会。但是来了澳洲之后，我就会发现所有老师都特别鼓励你回答，哪怕你说的没有那么好，他们给你的反馈也特别的强烈。两种学习环境，会让我觉得中文和英文之间，哪怕是不管是表达上，还是说就是日常生活的应用，都会有比较明显的区别。
But outside the classroom, language anxiety doesn't disappear. It simply looks different. For many students, it follows them into the places where they work and live. Xiao Yuan works in a busy Chinese restaurant.
在餐厅前台点单的时候，然后就有一个 native 的客人过来跟我讲说 You're smashing it， 然后我就当时 I was like sorry what， 就是我以为他说一些骂人的话，但是他其实后面跟我解释说I mean you're doing great on it， 然后我就okay thank you so much， 就是我会学着去跟着笑，就是他们笑的时候我也笑，especially when my coworkers just when they speak fast I can catch some of the points and the words but not really for the feeling。时候并不是听不懂，而是不知道怎么去回应，因为会很害怕不礼貌。比如说这种讲笑话或者说口语表达中，他们不仅仅有这个表达，还有他们自己的文化和感受在背后。所以说，比如更侧重应试教育，拼写单词啊，还有一些语法上。但是到了这边才发现，你比如说看一些脱口秀，这种俚语和口语表达其实是更重要的。所以 sometimes I just stay quiet. I think it's safer.
What feels personal is also structural. Behind every hesitation and every first smile.There are deeper cultural and linguistic forces at play. Expert Hanbing Mei, a postgraduate researcher at Oxford, helps us unpack these forces.
I think silence is cultural. So in many East Asian classrooms, like our Chinese students, we are educated to speak less because speaking less in our culture, it represents a way of respect and thoughtfulness. But on the contrary, in Western classrooms, it's often misinterpreted as disengagement. And also as Claire Crescent argues in her theory, language is not just a medium of communication, but it's more like a symbolic system of identity. So I think this kind of silence is students' own way of protecting their cultural identity, something, or adjusting their place in a new linguistic world. I think it's James Cummings. So he distinguished between BICS, which stands for a basic interpersonal communication skills, and there's another theory called CALP, which means the deeper the cultural and academic understanding of language. So I think many of my students or peers, they actually master BICS quite easy, but they tend to struggle with the implicit meanings in jokes or slang or idiomatic expressions. It's about missing the cultural code. So when their colleagues are having jokes or their customers are using idiomatic expressions, they might have a hard time understanding what they were talking about. As Pierre Bourdieu reminds us, language is a form of capital. And through this linguistic struggle, some international bilingual students are actually accumulating their new cultural capital. So this self-reinvention or self-realization is actually the essence of bilingual identity.
From classrooms to restaurants, language is never just about words. It's about identity, power, and the quiet wish to belong. Every accent is a journey. Every pause is a moment of rediscovering who we are.